Hi, I'm Natty, and I'm gonna do a spoiler-free video about this book called Stalking Jack the Ripper that is a historical mystery by Kieran Maniscalco. This book is set in Victorian London in the late 1800s and follows this teenage girl called Audrey Rose Wentworth, who sees in the newspaper that there's a man calling himself Jack the Ripper who is killing women all over London. And she decides to catch him because the police are hopeless in figuring out who the murderer is. So she gets her friend and potential love interest Thomas Creswell to help her with the investigation. And they go all over London City trying to hunt down this mysterious killer that in real life was never caught. But they end up catching him eventually near the end of the book. This is a good book. There is a bit of mystery, a bit of romance, a bit of drama, a bit of everything. And I like the setting. I like the 19th century setting. And I think Audrey is a really interesting main character. She's smart, she's strong, she doesn't care about what other people think of her, and she's ahead of her time in many ways. And her friend and eventual boyfriend, Thomas, this reminds me a bit of Sherlock Holmes. Because he's super smart but not very good with expressing his emotions. He comes off as rude, but he's much better talking about books and facts than feelings. Audrey has this big dream of being a surgeon, but women can't be surgeons at that time because they think that females should only be nurses because girls and women supposedly faint at the sight of blood. But she wants to be a surgeon and even studies with her uncle for a while on how to open up bodies and sew up bones and things like that. This is a really interesting book. I like the cover. And this is the first in a series of 5 books that follow Audrey and Thomas throughout the world. This is the only one I have, but there's 4 or 5 books. Bye! Subscribe, share this video. I recommend it to anybody who likes historical fiction and mysteries and thrillers.